Sefik Caltro works for a small traveling merchant company called Torgs, owned and operated by a shady dwarf named Torga Icewind. In other words, Sefik gets around. He's charming, makes friends easy. He's also Torga's bodyguard, so I'm guessing he's good with a blade. His victims come from the only 3 towns that sacrifice people to the Frost Maiden on nights of the new moon. This is what passes for civilized in Icewind Dale. Maybe the victims found a way to keep their names out of the drawings, and Sefik found out they were cheating, so he killed them. Maybe, just maybe, Sefik is doing the Frost Maiden's work. I followed Torgs for a 10-day as it moved from town to town. Quite the devious little enterprise, but that's not my concern. What struck me is how comfortable Sefik Caltro looks in the weather. No coat, no scarf, no gloves. It was like the cold couldn't touch him. Kiss of the Frost Maiden, indeed. I'll pay you 100 gold pieces to apprehend Sefik Caltro, ascertain his guilt, and deal with him, preferably without involving the authorities. When the job's done, return to me to collect your money.
All right, what is up, everybody? How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream, and welcome to our new player, Evrund Ashkeeper. What's up, everybody?
Woo.
What's up? Hello.
Today we are not having Flint with us. He was having computer problems, so he won't be joining us today. But we do have another member of the party who will be joining us here shortly in the group. Just a reminder: if you missed the stream, you can watch it on YouTube, or if you prefer to listen, be sure to listen to us on our podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and many other podcasting services. But today we get started with Cold-Hearted Killer. We ended yesterday's episode with, well, not yesterday, last week's episode, with everybody bedding down for the night about a quarter of the way going north around Mare Duldon, the lake around which Bremen and Targo sit. They're about a quarter of the way up, and they had fought some kobolds and decided to set up for the night. As they begin to wake up, the everything still being completely dark, and as it is in Icewind Dale during this time, it's getting close to the time when you'll be able to. It's what they consider twilight. Um, as the as John, Embla, and John, Embla, Chaz, and Flint are sitting, getting woke up, they notice a figure coming in through the dark towards their lit campfire.
Sorry, still new to this. Embla's gonna perk up and look towards them. Say, "Who goes there?"
Evrand, as you were walking through the blizzard after being shipwrecked, you notice a small campfire in the distance and you start walking.
Hello?
Evening.
How are y'all doing?
I'd say fair, considering last night's scuffle. But come, would you care to join us for some breakfast?
I'd love some.
And Embla's gonna share some of the some jerky and water with you.
Okay, so as you all meet and get to know each other, Evrand, would you please describe your character for us?
About 6 foot tall, human, fair skin, brown hair, got a beard.
All right. So as y'all are clearing up camp and getting ready to leave, how would y'all like to proceed?
We were heading. I can't remember where we were heading.
You were heading north, north along the lake shore of Mar Duldan. Towards Lonelywood. Still got about 8 hours of travel before you get to the Lonelywood.
Waiting on my map to load. Hold on.
All right.
Embla's going to turn to Irvid and ask if he's got a particular direction he's got going, because we're heading towards that place you mentioned, DM.
You're headed towards Lonelywood.
Yes, she's gonna say, I'm Embla. We're heading towards Lonelywood for some work. You have a particular direction you're going, or?
Not really. My boat crashed. I'm just sort of here.
I see. That's so you're a fisherman?
No, mercenary.
Okay. Well, we she's gonna turn to John. Say, what do you think? Should we ask him if he wants to help? Extra sword don't do too bad, and have to split the coin more. But
So long as he's not an issue, I don't mind.
what do you say, Irvin? Want to come with us? Pays
I don't
100
see
silver.
why not.
All right. So, as you finish getting everything done and start heading on your way towards Lonelywood, your newfound companion joining you, things start to get a little hectic as you are traveling you start to hear in the distance a blizzard show up. You've been about 2 hours into this. I would like everyone to make a survival check. All right. Just go on your character sheet and click on the survival check and roll it.
Ooh.
Dang. All right, John.
I'm trying.
All right.
There goes.
Chaz with the big 21. Natural 18. Nice.
Oh yeah, leave it to the natives to get all this done. And now watch as I roll in that one.
It looked like a 1 for a second there. Okay, so
It really did.
we have an 8, a 9, a 4, and a 21. Okay, so
Lead the way, Chaz.
So, Chaz tells you, okay, we're in a blizzard. Well, Chaz knows that this is a blizzard. And there's 2 ways you can do this. If you continue forward, y'all will have to try and stay on the right path, which will be a skill check challenge. Or y'all can hunker down and wait out the storm. If y'all do go forward, y'all will have a chance of losing each other in the storm. So I would leave it up to y'all how to decide which path y'all would like to take.
I'm gonna vote for hunker down.
I'm gonna vote for hunkering down as well. Then
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. So as the wizard, not the wizard, the blizzard beats down upon you, I'm going to ask Embla, John, and Chaz for Constitution checks.
all right. So I just go to the main tab and just click on con.
Actually, do a Constitution saves.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Okay, what is up with my rolls here?
Yeah, seriously. So we have a 23 for Embla, a 3 for John, and a 10 for Chaz. John, the biting cold of the blizzard, even though you have warm weather clothing on, cold weather clothing on, you're out in the elements during this. You don't have a way to really prepare yourself against this. You take 1 level of exhaustion. I don't believe the sheets have anything for that, so just remember that you do have a point of exhaustion. I will also write it down. So, with 1 point of exhaustion, that means you will have disadvantage on all ability checks, and I believe saving throw. I would have to let me double check that. Library.
Fairly sure that's right.
I'll have to go to the player's handbook. I'm just double checking to be safe.
Hey, John, are blizzards often up here?
It's the far north. What do you expect?
They're not. They're more prevalent than they used to be before the Frost Maiden has brought this endless winter upon you. And the first level of exhaustion is just disadvantage on ability checks. Okay.
All right.
All right. So, as you hunker down, it takes a little while. You lose about 2 hours of time while the blizzard goes. And then as the wind dies down, it goes back to a normal freezing night. And you can continue on. You get to the turn to where you would go around Mer Delon and finally make it to the town of Lonelywood. I will share the map with all of you.
Embla's gonna just be, shivering and stuff, trying to keep herself warm. But I'd ask your friend John, but he don't seem to talk much. But same for you, Irvid. Have y'all ever been this far north?
Never been up this far before.
I'm much more used to a bit more sunny weather myself. I want to go run by the tavern first and try and warm up. Or, always a good place to give information. And two,
I'm good with the tavern.
I think we all try to make our way to a tavern then.
Okay, so as you all enter Lonelywood, you find someone and they tell you to go down to the Lucky Lyre. The fishers and woodcutters gather here in the evenings to weave tall tales. The more outrageous and embellished, the better. From time to time, patrons whose tongues have been loosened by drink let slip valuable or dangerous secrets. You're likely to hear a rumor or two in here. The tavern raven-haired barkeep, Dene Xotal, works right behind the bar. He calls out and says, "What'll you be having?"
I'll take a pint of ale.
Pint of ale? Alright. And what for you, lad?
2 whiskeys.
Whiskey? I that'll be a bit more expensive than ale, but we got it. And you there, what would you like?
I'll just take some water.
Water. All right. Um, the cost of the ale will be about 2 silver or 2 coppers. The 2 shots of whiskey is a silver. Will be a silver, and the water is free.
Or
Right.
So, as you sit in the tavern listening, you hear a few things going on. You hear about in Targos, there was a band of adventurers planning an expedition up the side of Kelvin's Cairn, hoping to find Oyamit Nartok, a Goliath lycanthrope who can transform into a polar bear. If you hurry, you might be able to join the expedition.
Hearing that, Embla's going to instantly get interested,
Okay.
and she's. Is there anyone in the tavern who I can who I heard talking about it? I want to see if I can get more details about this.
Make a investigation check for me.
All right.
You find the person who you heard about it from, and they tell you that's all they've really heard is that there was some people going out looking for a Goliath lycanthrope from Targos, going up the side of Kelvin's Cairn. You don't find out any other information than that.
Through Kelvin's car.
As you are all sitting there, a let me pull this up. All right. As you are all sitting there, a cheery little child comes up, little halfling child comes up, and says that his mother would like to speak with y'all.
How's the kid look?
Say what?
Look, how's the kid look? He look like he's impoverished, or
He's a kid. He looks well taken care of.
Okay.
John's gonna be a bit suspicious, but weirder shit's happened, so he's just gonna follow.
Okay. As you follow the kid, he's here cheerily skipping along, and you come around to. You go around and pass the Happy Scrimshaunder, and go around a corner and end up at the speaker's house. Her name. She introduces herself as Speaker Nimsy Huddle.
The second I hear speaker, I kind of swear under my breath and just, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine. How about you?
Well, we were told to talk to you.
Oh, yes. She she turns away for a second and brings together some and shows you, has a platter of cookies in her hand, and she offers them to you, little halfling shaped cookies, freshly baked. You can smell the aroma of the almost like ginger snaps coming off of them. They're warm and gooey to the touch slightly. Oh, please sit down and have some cookies.
John and Chaz, just by nature, just aren't trusting this, so they just kind of hold back.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna sit down and have a cookie.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down and have a cookie too.
Okay. Y'all sit down, and y'all notice that this house seems more like it was built for humans, but she's living happily uh, as as a little halfling in this house. You see her children running all around, scampering around, chasing one another with wooden swords. Fire. There's a fire in the cackling in the crackling in the heath in the hearth. Well, I guess I'll get down to business. Our loggers are being terrorized by a white moose, and the beast has eluded the hunters we've sent to kill it. We depend on the forest for our survival. I wouldn't be a very good townspeoker if I let a dumb moose get the better of us. Would you be willing to help?
A moose.
Yes.
Aren't those basically really big deer?
Mm, for the most part.
They're a bit territorial and aggressive.
Apparently this one's a little more than territorial, from what I've heard.
I've only got one question, ma'am. Can I
Yes.
have some of the meat?
Of course, of course. Whatever you...
Oh.
If you kill it, you can have it all to yourselves. We just need it taken care of.
I'm in.
Well, looks like we're doing it.
Embla's gonna just kind of lean over to John for a bit, saying, "I agree. I think it's a good idea. Yeah, trying to better up people in town could be a good way to get more information for our other mission."
Well, dearies, one of you looks a little bit worse for wear. If y'all would like, we don't have an inn. It's kind of run down at the moment and no longer functioning, but you're welcome to stay in our attic.
I'd appreciate that.
Oh, of course, of course. Children, children, go prepare the beds. Go prepare the beds.
Might I inquire what happened to the inn?
It just closed back a while back. It's... The owner kind of didn't like living in the endless winter that we're having, so they left.
Huh.
By left, I assume you mean...
Oh, nothing like that, dearie. They literally they just wanted to leave. They didn't feel like staying here anymore, so they just left.
Can I insight check her?
Of course. Roll me an insight check. 13. She seems to be telling the truth. As far as she knows, they just decided that this place wasn't the place for them, especially with the endless winter going on. I forgot to turn it to the town speaker's house. Yes. I wish somebody would take care of it, but... well... Just remember that, if our hunters get the moose first, they're the ones who will get any reward for it.
Now, are y'all wanting the meat from the moose, or y'all are just wanting it dealt with?
Oh, we just want it dealt with. Preferably bring some form of proof that you've killed it.
Where was
She's
it
gonna
last
turn.
seen?
It was seen on the outskirts of town. Let me pull up that information real quick. It's been seen in the forest just outside of town.
Based off, what other y'all two know, John Irvin? What other y'all know of these moose creatures? Considering Amble's never seen one, are more daytime or nighttime creatures?
Pretty sure they're
Not-
daytime more often.
I don't really know for sure. I've only heard the stories of the attacks.
Y'all do know that for the last 2 years it has been night perpetually, with only a few hours of twilight, which it's starting to get twilight right now. You only have a few hours of twilight, then it goes back to being completely dark.
So at this state of perpetual night, hey John, are animals more aggressive lately? Past 2 years?
DM are animals a bit more aggressive this time of year?
They haven't really seemed too much more aggressive. You've heard stories of just the random ones, random problems, but nothing out of the ordinary to your knowledge.
Well,
Nothing out of the normal, just, random attacks now and then. Happens.
well, if you didn't look so tired, I would suggest we could leave this late and potentially getting it napping.
Well, it's not like I'm going to be the one on the front line anyway. If we got to go now, we can go now.
That's totally fine, if you would like to do that. But just remember, you have a bed here.
Good whichever way I would like to go, but we could bed down or try. Irvid?
I'm gonna leave the decision up to you guys.
I say let's try to do it.
Guess we head out that way then.
Right. So, so I want who's gonna take over the main search for it? This is gonna be a survival check.
I have proficiency in survival,
Okay.
but innate in wisdom, so
I have proficiency, but I am also at disadvantage.
Yes, because of that level of exhaustion.
then I will lead the party.
All right. So you head out into the woods. Roll a wisdom survival check for me. Okay, so you spend about an hour searching for some tracks, but you don't find anything at the moment. If you'd like to continue searching, you still have about 5 hours of twilight left.
I think I'll take a shot at it.
All right, remember to click the disadvantage button because well, that's an ability check. That's, well, I forget. Is a skill check considered an ability check? I was trying to see if they had this on here, but it doesn't look like it does. Roll it at disadvantage, though, just to be safe. 2. As you search around, you are, so I would like you all to make a perception check. That's a 10. All right. Got a 10, an 8, a 13, and a 14. Nice, even with disadvantage.
Now I get good.
Yeah. You are all looking around, and John, you spot in the distance a large form. Doesn't look like a moose, though. It kind of resembles a bear.
I quickly try to patten down the party, just kind of keep out of view.
All right. I would like you all to make a stealth check.
Oh, that's gotta be a disadvantage, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, you already. Oh wait, that was your. Never mind. Yeah, disadvantage. So roll again.
Just gonna roll again.
Okay, you're good.
Okay, didn't matter.
And go ahead and roll for Chaz. Okay. So.
Oh, stealth pen. That's right. Never mind.
As you all try and stay quiet, Embla and Chaz. Well, no, let's see. Embla, Chaz, and Everend. Y'all just can't stay quiet in y'all's armor. The bear jumps up, looking around, and sees y'all. And moves in for the attack. So, just give me a second and I'll set up the encounter.
John is just face palming at this point.
Can I just shoot John in the leg and run away?
Let me reset the grid real quick.
Well, if you could shoot him in the knee, he would have a story to tell.
I don't have to outrun the bear. I've just got to outrun John.
I had this grid set up beforehand, but
Outrunning me might be a bigger order than you're looking for, because I will shoot your leg out from under you from 250 feet away.
Yeah, but we're 5 feet away right now. I can just swing my sword. Take him knees out, son.
alright. I'm going to show you the map. Give me a second. Visible. And I put y'all on here. Let y'all choose where y'all want to be. Oh, Flint's not here. We'll say Flint left, took, and stayed back at the thing. So y'all should have access to it. Try and move your characters to where you want them to be. If it won't let you, okay. Go ahead and move your characters where you want them to start off.
The grid is a bit funky for me.
Yeah, I couldn't get the grid to sit right, but it shouldn't really matter too much.
All right.
All right, y'all got everybody set?
Yeah.
All right, so roll initiative. Oh, wait. Okay, go ahead and roll initiative, guys.
Gotta reset this map.
Yep, that's mostly what I'm doing at the moment, just trying to situate things.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh. Ooh, Chaz. That nat 20 on the initiative.
The cleric goes first.
Yep. Okay, so we've got Everett with initiative 8, Chaz with 21, Embla with 14, and Constantine with 16. So Chaz gets to go first.
Gonna pull out his light crossbow and try to take a shot at the bear.
All right.
I messed that up. My bad.
You're good. It's a hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. Three damage. 3 damage on the brown bear. Alright, does Shaz want to move? Or does he have a bonus action they would like to use?
I need to go through his. Right now, he's just gonna pass turn.
Alright, so end his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the next actor. The little dragon head with the arrow behind it. Oh, wait. Go back.
Irvin has cold resistance?
Alright, so the bear, it's the bear's turn, so just give it a second before you do anything. The bear is going to move to take and charge up to Chaz, who just hit him, and go with a multi-attack. So, gonna first hit with hits with the bite for 9 9 damage. And he's going to attack with his claws. That's a miss. So, as Chaz releases the bolt into the bear rears up and then charges forward, coming at him and going to bite for Chaz. It gets through his armor, taking a big chunk out of him. The bear reaches back and then claws at him, barely scraping against Chaz's armor.
For those curious, he's at 1.
Yes.
The healer is at...
Alright. John, it's your turn.
This would be the time to start firing off some firebolts, I think.
Alright. Do your worst.
Bear is no longer on my...
It's not showing up.
I don't know. Oh, there it was for a second.
There you go.
Invisible bear. It would be scary.
I'm gonna move back about 5 feet.
Alright. Let me accept that.
Wait, no. That's not how you target things.
Control click.
There we go. Adjusting.
Alright. I believe you've got him targeted? Yes. So go ahead and make your attack. You release the fireball, and it hits the wall right behind it. It hits the snow right behind him.
Is going to be all I can do.
That nat 1 though, dang.
Oh.
Alright. I want to move 5, 10. I want to move right there behind the bear.
Alright.
Okay, now this is called what's the situation called?
Flanking.
Flanking.
You get advantage on the attack.
If I grapple the bear, would that be considered advantage?
That's not an attack though. Are you sure you want to grapple the bear? Because that would impose disadvantage on all attacks by your companions, because they would be trying to hit him.
Okay.
With you grappled to the bear.
Okay. No, I'm just going to attack the bear with my long sword.
All right. So target him and attack.
I'm trying to find my... I'm trying to find a word. Oh, there it is. Alright. Oh, wrong thing. Ooh. Oh,
Your
man.
longsword swings down and hits the bear.
Alright.
Go ahead and roll damage. 11 damage on the bear. Nice.
Alright, and I'm gonna end my turn.
Alright. Evrend. It is now your turn.
My mic was on mute. I'm gonna move right up to the bear.
Alright.
And would Embla and Chaz be caught in a cone attack if I were to use a cone attack?
Let's see. Me. Okay. Let's see. No, they would not.
Alright, then I'm gonna cast Burning Hands on the bear.
Alright. Go ahead and cast that Burning Hands. Target him and cast Burn. If you just hit the star, it should automatically. Alright, the bear saved. I believe that's half damage, so go ahead and roll your damage. $12 damage reduced to 6. Bear is looking a little wounded. Do you have any other actions for this turn? Or bonus action? Or I believe you used most of your movement, but you still have enough to get out of range, but that would cause an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna end.
Alright, so hit next player. Flint's not here, so Chaz. Chaz is looking bad, guys.
He's going to his mace. Stop him.
Alright, so he attacks and hits with it. Go ahead and roll damage on the bear. Six damage to the bear. Go ahead and... Is that the end of his turn? Or does he want to use a bonus action or a move?
Every word.
Does he have a bonus action?
It's healing word. Bonus action. He still has a bonus.
Check.
I can't remember off the top.
It is a bonus action. Yes.
Alright,
What'd you say?
he's going to heal himself because... Oof.
Alright, so it's 1d4 plus his spellcasting ability modifier. You just healed the...
Not brown bear. Not heal the brown bear.
We'll just take and put that 7 on you, and I will... 7, 4, 3. And we'll put that healing on Chaz himself. Alright. And I believe he gets a life domain thing, so Electro main focus. Disciple of Life at level 1. Additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. So it's a level 1 spell, so plus 3. So, Chaz is back to full health with 1 healing word.
The +3 was already accounted for.
Oh, it was? Did I?
1d4 plus 3 was on his ability.
That's a spellcasting modifier also.
That's
Yeah.
right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. I'd never coded it to do the other part.
Gonna have to pass turn on that one.
Alright. So, as Chaz heals himself with his healing word, telling himself... What does he tell himself? What is his healing word?
Crap.
That's
Not
his word?
again.
Oh. Crap, not again is his healing word? Gotcha. Alright. The bear is going to, seeing how it's surrounded, is going to attack Embla first. With a 17 with its bite and misses. And out of frustration, it's going to swipe at Embla. With a 3. It misses with a 9. Ugh. Constantine, it is your turn.
Gonna try to get off another fireball. Best I got going here.
Alright. Firebolt his butt. You
Miss.
cast the firebolt. Poof. Singes a little bit of the fur, but nothing more.
And I have to pass turn.
Alright. Embla, your turn.
This makes the second person. Let's just gonna mumble her to herself. This makes the second person in the past 24 hours that I know that loves fire. And then she's gonna swing at the bear.
Roll it again to see if you get it, because you got advantage right now. Remember to click the advantage button at the bottom of the screen whenever you roll, if you have advantage or disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one hits. Go ahead and roll damage on the bear. And with that max damage on your longsword, the bear falls to the ground, dead before you.
Anyone know how to skin a bear? We're eating good tonight.
Isn't bear meat deadly?
Polar bear liver is. If you eat too much polar bear liver, it'll kill you.
Alright.
Survival check on the
Kind of like
DM.
the thing where you eat 10,000 bananas and you die of radiation poisoning.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
something like that. Yeah.
Oh, all the potassium.
No,
There's a
polar bear
certain
liver's
amount
got
of
such a high dose of vitamin A, you'll overdose and die.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Human biology is weak.
So you have slain the bear. And now you still have to find that moose. Can I get another survival check? I will allow all of y'all to roll survival checks.
One quick question: can I skin this bear?
Roll me a dexterity check. You have one bear pelt.
But I'm gonna have to still get a 10 though, right?
I got a 15 to track
Yeah.
that moose.
Alright, so as you are all looking around for the tracks, John, you finally come upon some moose tracks. And you can tell they are moose tracks. Okay.
We're gonna follow them as best I can.
Alright. So, as you follow the tracks, they lead to a large circular indentation in a snowy hillside. Rising from the middle of this is a triangular gnomon of beautifully carved crystal that stands 20 feet tall. A 10-foot high berm hugging the circle's eastern edge has evergreens growing around and atop it, sheltering what looks like a sarcophagus buried under snow and enclosed by a half circle of pale blue crystal pillars. North of the berm is a delicately carved gazebo made of marble. The south of the berm is a row of outward-facing white marble statues atop granite pillars.
Seeing all this, I'm immediately uneasy.
Okay.
Where are we? Then Melicia's just gonna be chewing on her nails. She's like a little nervous. She ain't used to being this far outside. What are the marble? The marble. You said they're pillars or statues?
They're statues. Oh wait, the marble. That is. There's marble statues atop. There's a gazebo made of marble, and there's statues made of marble atop granite pillars.
Do we see that moose in it?
Give me 1 second.
And you said the sarcophagus is inside the gazebo?
The sarcophagus is inside something that I just closed. In the middle of the gazebo sits an unlit stone brazier. Its bowl 20 inches in diameter. The brazier is full of snow and pine needles that the winds have swept away from the gazebo's polished marble roof.
Does this look religious in any way? This feels like a shrine type thing.
Near any of it.
Dangerous manger. I want to go check out the brazier.
Alright.
I want to go poke at the coffin.
Okay, just give me a second and I will give y'all a map. I'm trying to get the map ready for y'all. Alright. Okay, so y'all would be... Clear out some more area for you. Alright guys, so where are you going?
First, is any of this looking at all familiar to me?
No. None of it looks familiar to you.
Nothing sticks out as like something to do with the rituals.
No, nothing like that.
I'm gonna go over to the braid.
Alright, go ahead and just move your tokens where you want them.
I'm gonna look at these pillars first.
Alright. Everend, you are at the brazier. So, inside the brazier there are some pine needles and snow. Looks like they've been swept off the gazebo's roof into the brazier.
I wanna clean it out and start a fire in it.
Okay. So you start a fire in it, and it's a very nice fire, a very warm fire in the brazier.
Good.
Emble's gonna look down and make a comment. Don't burn anything down.
Don't worry about it.
Glances to John.
Okay. So, Embla. Atop the eastern berm, a granite sarcophagus rests in a half circle, defined by 5 crystal pillars. Clearing the snow off the lid reveals an engraving of a brazier. You also notice a carving near the top of each pillar. From north to south, these images depict a twig, a pine cone, a flame, a feather, and a humanoid hand.
Hold on. You said a twig, a pine cone,
A flame, a feather, and a humanoid hand.
Can I tell what species of the hand is?
It's just it's just a standard humanoid-looking hand.
All right, and then I'm gonna walk over. Now, are these pillars? They're made of
Crystal.
marble. You said.
The pillars that you're at are in crystal. The marble
crystal.
ones are statues.
And what kind of appearance do the statues have?
They're elven in nature. Are you going to check the statues?
No, I'm gonna look at the sarcophagus and see if I can. Is there like any way to open it?
You push and prod at it, but it doesn't seem to move. It seems almost magically sealed.
Emble's gonna rumble over back to the edge, look towards Irvin, and say, "Hey, is anything happening over there? Got some weird symbols up here."
I'll head over there and check out the pillars.
Okay. As you go over to the pillars, you see the same thing. You see the granite sarcophagus resting in a half circle defined by 5 crystal pillars. On the lid, you see an engraving of a brazier. And at the top of each of the pillars, north to south, you see a twig, a pine cone, a flame, a feather, and a humanoid hand.
Got the flame down. Can I put my hand in the engraving of a hand?
You put your hand on it, and the crystal is cold to the touch, but nothing more.
Emble's gonna be scratching her head and think, do you think we gotta put some stuff in that fire over there? I'm not really the arcane sort, but just an idea.
We see any pine cones laying around anywhere?
You search for about 2 or 3 minutes. You find a pine cone or two.
What about a feather?
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Yes, you find just a white feather sitting on the snow close by.
So pine cone, feather, hand. What was the other?
Feather, twig.
Twig. I'm gonna search for a twig.
You reach up into one of the trees and pull off a twig.
Okay. I want to go back over to the brazier.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put all that in the fire.
Okay, as you throw all of this stuff into the fire flares up and turns a light green color slightly, and you notice the symbols that each of the crystal pillars corresponding to the symbols that to the items you put in glows slightly green.
So are all of the pillars glowing now, or just the 3 items?
The fire, the twig, the feather, and the pine cone. The twig, the feather, the pine cone, the flame. Those are all glowing slightly green.
I'm gonna stick my hand in the fire now.
Okay. Just give me a second. Okay, so you take 2 points of fire damage, and the fire glows green as the final pillar takes and lights green itself. You hear a poof come from the sarcophagus, as if some sort of latch has unleashed.
Well, I'm heading over there now.
All right.
I'm gonna help Irvin take the top off. It's heavy.
All right. Go ahead and whoever's making the strength check, go ahead and make a strength check for me with advantage, with the other one helping.
What's your strength at?
18.
18. Either of us can do it. You want to roll it?
I'll let you go.
Okay.
Roll with advantage.
Roll with advantage. Okay.
All right. So, with a push, you and Embla both push the stone sarcophagus lid off to the side, and up sits a mummy that looks around and says, "Who is here?"
Chaz and John run up behind the coffin.
Embla's just gonna be staring at this thing with mouth agape. I'm Embla?
Hello, Embla. What is your command?
Just gonna slowly turn to Irvid. You're the magic man.
Command?
Yes.
Tell me what you are.
My name is Saznar. Saznar. Yes, Sonar. Sonar. I am a member of the Moon Elves. This tomb is a tomb for other elves who have lived in these lands.
Tell me, Sonar, what is your purpose here?
Only to help and to guide those who know not the mysteries of the moon dial.
The moon dial.
Yes, over there. And you see he points to the little circular area in the center of the map. In the center of your map, right behind you.
She is going to turn and look.
Okay. Rising from the center of the circular depression is a tall, triangular crystal gnomon, a device once typically find in the middle of a sundial. It is thick near the base and narrows to a sharp point at the top. The snow around the gnomon also has melted away, revealing a circle of symbols carved into the stone around it. The symbols depict the phases of the moon, suggesting that circular depression is not a sundial but a moon dial. Something has punched a rough hole in the wall in the northwest edge of the depression, creating a dark opening that leads under the hill.
So, this moon dial, what's it for? What does it do?
It opens doors when the moon shines upon certain spots.
Doors?
Yes.
Like the other realms?
No. Doors to the Barrows.
Repeat that word.
To the Barrows.
Yes. Irvid, what are the barrows?
Kind of like a tomb. What's in that hole over there, Sonar?
I know not. It was not there when I was interred.
Oh.
Oh,
I'll go look in
Can
the
I
hole.
still see any tracks from the moose?
You see some, and some of the tracks lead onto the moon dial, but because of a magical... As you get to the moon dial, you notice that it is clear of snow. Some sort of effect has kept snow off of this.
Does it look like it was heading for that hole?
Make a survival check. See if you can discern that's the way the moose was traveling when you lost its trail. You can kind of tell that it looks similar. It looks like it was going that way, but you can't be sure.
Against my better judgment, I'm going over to the hole.
Okay.
I'm going to the hole too.
Sonar, if you don't mind, wait here. We're gonna go look at your broken wall.
Before you go, I do have something that I am supposed to give you. It is said, it has been passed down to me that I should give this to whoever opens my tomb. And, Sonar grabs out a, small leather pouch and hands it to, whoever is willing to take it.
Irvid, you're the one that started the fire.
I'll take it.
Okay. Irvin, the small leather pouch is ornately, decorated. It has a clasp on the front that looks like it'll pop open easily.
Let me open the bag and see what's inside it.
As you open the bag, you notice that it's a bunch of cards. About 22 to be exact.
What are these, Sonar?
I do not know. I was told to give them to whoever opened my tomb.
Huh. All right. I'll put the pouch away. Go to the
I
hole.
think that's a good idea.
Alright, so what are y'all doing now?
Going to the hole.
Alright, take it to the hole, guys.
Is that the hole straight across?
Yeah, it's where the little small bit is. Okay. As you look into the hole, it's very dark. I mean, those of you with dark vision are able to see. It's a spacious chamber tucked under the hill. It's strewn with bones and holds the sleeping form of several harmless animals: foxes, hares, goats, owls, a wolf pup, a young bear. They share the space peacefully.
Is that all that's inside?
As you look around, you also see the large form of a white moose. It screams
Is it
at
awake?
you. Leave! Leave now!
Wait. The moose talked?
Just a second. Clear out this area. And roll for initiative.
Crap, I was not expecting initiative this early. Where's the initiative thing at?
Alright. And John, you are first.
I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna try talking for a sec. What exactly is this for you?
Leave. Leave. You've taken and destroyed my forest. Leave, or I will kill you now.
We've done nothing to your...
And that's been 6 seconds. You either gotta attack or you gotta move.
I am going to attack.
Alright.
And completely...
Completely whiff. It's a miss. You have a bonus action and a move.
No, I do not. Because I do not have a bonus action, and that nowhere for me to move.
Embla, where is your character?
She is literally on the same tile as,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright. So it is Chaz's turn.
Just move her over some so she can just not be on that same tile.
Alright.
Chaz is going to... Hold on. Word of Radiant.
And the moose succeeds on its constitution check. With a 21. So is that a bonus action? Oh,
That
you
was
can
an
only
action.
do... that was his action? Okay. I believe you can only do that within 5 feet. If I'm not mistaken. Let me
Yeah,
check.
so he would have gotten in range.
Okay, so just move him in range and I'll accept it. Right here. Alright. What's his word of radiance anyways?
Shine. Let's go shine.
Shine. Alright. As Chaz yells out, "Shine!" the moose looks at him strangely. And then goes to start attacking. Embla, your turn. And Chaz's turn.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I am going to rush up to Chaz.
Alright.
I am going to yell out, "Everyone stop!" and drop my sword and say, "We can talk." I want to look at the moose, let him see my teeth, my sharp teeth. I have beast blood in my veins. I understand. I am a part of nature. We need to talk.
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Persuasion. That is not something I am. Okay, disadvantage. There we go.
You dropped a nat 20 for an 11. The moose just sneers at you. Go ahead and got a bonus action and I think 15 feet of movement left.
I'm gonna end my turn.
Alright, end your turn. It is now the moose's turn. As these two characters have come up against it, the moose is going to attack Embla first. And hits with a 24. So that was hooves doing 11 damage to you. The moose rears back and hits you with its hooves, knocking you slightly prone. As you stand back up, it goes to gore you with its antlers. With a 23, that hits. Max damage, double eights, plus 4, that's 20. Embla, you are down.
Okay.
And
Wow. Tank
is-
is down.
Everend, it's your turn.
I'm gonna rush in and go behind the moose.
All right. Yeah, I'll allow it.
And I'm gonna attack him with my greatsword.
All right, add advantage because you are flanking with Chaz.
Alright.
And with the 19 plus 6, you hit the moose. Go ahead and do your damage.
Nice.
A big 8 points of damage to the moose.
And that's it.
All right, Constantine, it is your time.
I'm going to. I'm gonna have to keep firebolting this guy. Best I can do.
4 does not hit. 4 plus 6 does not hit.
That's gonna be my turn.
All
Going
right.
to Chaz. First thing he's gonna do is he is going to touch the downed Embla. Still dying.
Why did he cast Word of Radiance?
No, he nope. Not what I meant to do.
Okay. Go ahead. You're doing the healing word.
No, I'm doing Spare the Dying.
All right. As you cast Spare the Dying, is that a action or a bonus action?
Spare the Dying is action.
Is an action. All right. So Chaz lays his hands upon Embla, and she is stabilized now. So just give me 1 second. Put stable on Embla. And you have a bonus action if possible, and a movement.
Shield of Faith going at that's not what the... What?
Here, let me pull it up and let me see. Shield of Faith is a bonus action, so just target whoever you're going to untarget the Wakened Moose.
That's what the issue is.
Yeah. Let me take that Shield of Faith off the Awakened Moose.
Ever you don't have +2 to your AC.
Wait, what?
So,
How do I add that?
no, you did. He gave it to Everett.
Oh, never mind.
So, after sparing Embla from dying and stabilizing her, Chaz takes and holds his holy symbol and cast Shield of Faith upon Everett. So you want to make a move? Does he want to move?
Might be having some issues.
Alright, we'll just go to the next actor because you are stable. Go ahead and end your turn, Embla, because you are stable and don't have to make saving throws. Now that he's attacked Embla and got her on the ground, he is going to attack Chaz, the person who just healed, took and spared him. The moose tries to gore at Chaz, and Chaz just deftly moves out of the way. The moose jumps on its hind legs and goes to attack with its hooves, and Chaz just keeps dodging. Everett, it is your turn.
Alright. Well, I'll make another swing with my great sword.
Alright. Make your attack.
Is it still flanking? Do I still have advantage?
Yes.
Alright.
You hit with a 18 plus 6, so 24. Go ahead and roll that damage. A big 12 points of damage to the moose. The moose takes the great sword, bashes down on the moose's shoulder, cutting slightly in, but this is a hardy animal. Alright, any other...
No.
Alright. Oh, John.
Going to first move into the tunnel.
Alright. Accept that. Alright.
Completely miss a firebolt and pass turn.
Alright, so the firebolt flies past the moose. So what is Chaz going to do?
Our cleric disconnected.
Sorry about that.
No, he didn't. He's still there.
He poofed helmet.
Chaz is going to inflict wound on the moose.
Alright. So, untarget Everett, and there you go.
I'm getting used to this, don't worry. Wow.
Chaz goes to touch the moose, but the moose moves its shoulder back, rushing around, facing him looking him straight in the eye, with malintent.
Gonna pass turn.
Since there's nothing I can do since I'm unconscious.
The moose is going to look around, and it's going to decide to attack Everend this turn. So, the moose whips around towards Everend with its antlers, goring you in the side. And Everend is down. It swings back around to Kramer. And it jumps up on its back legs and falls flat as it tries to hit him. The moose is now prone. So just give me a second. And that ends its turn. All right.
How much damage did it do to me?
It did 7 points of damage, but you never. Well, no, it did 11 points of damage to you.
Okay.
But you didn't heal after that fight with the bear.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you took any damage doing that. I'd have healed you.
Yeah. It's fine. So it is now John's turn.
Gonna move into melee range.
All right. Let me accept that. If I can actually hit the right spot. There we go.
Swing with rapier at moose.
Head.
Hit.
You hit. Go ahead and roll that damage. A big 4 points of damage to the moose.
This moose is gonna kill us. Pass turn.
Chaz, now. As you attack with your dagger, your rapier, you poke into the moose for 4 damage.
Healing word to Everend, because I just remembered I could do that.
All right, so healing word to Everend. Let me go down to here. 5.
I untargeted the moose, but I forgot to target him.
So +3, that would bring him down to 4. Everend, as you... how much damage did you... You didn't have anything targeted, so you're good. Everend, as Chaz goes, crap, not again, you jut awake as you are now laying on the ground. And Chaz, what's the rest of Chaz's turn?
Gonna try to 17 with inflict wounds.
All right, the attack hits for a big 21 damage as Chaz lays his hand on the downed moose. The moose takes and feels the is it radiant or necrotic energy? Necrotic energy.
Necrotic.
The necrotic energy flow through it as it moans and cries. That was some good damage.
That was very nice damage.
Mm-hmm.
And pass turn, and I'm gonna die to this moose now.
We shall see. All right, so the moose will take and stand up from prone.
He's wasted half his movement, boys. We got him now.
Yes. Funny that you should mention that you're gonna die right now.
Oh God.
As the moose gets up, it flings at you with its antlers. You definitely dodge out of the way as it comes up on its rear legs and then tries to come down on you with its hooves. And it hits, doing 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm made of tissue paper. Leave me alone.
With that, Constantine falls. And the moose ends its turn. Everend.
Well,
Kill it.
let's see. Yep, I'm gonna hit on it with my greatsword.
All right, take your attack. Ooh, that big 22. 16 plus 6. Nice. Go ahead and roll your damage. 13 points of slashing damage as the greatsword comes down on this moose. It's looking within inches of its life. You hear it just moaning and groaning and you cannot stop me.
We'll see about that, Mr. Talking Moose.
You could use your bonus action or your movement.
I'm just gonna go ahead and pass turn.
All right.
Wait.
Okay.
I can use second wind as a bonus
As a
action.
bonus action once a day, once per short rest.
Oh, that was handy.
As you get your breath, breathing heavily, you take a deep breath and steady yourself for the next attack for minimal healing.
Yeah.
All right. Next person. Jod, roll
I'm
me
unconscious.
a death save.
It's a success.
You got a successful death save. One good. All right. Pass it on to Kramer.
Thanks, Lance Kramer. First, I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on that moose again. Nope. Healing
With a
word
5.
to Embla.
All right.
Do
Do you have enough spell slots for that?
Oh, no, that's
I think
I
you
had
used
2.
all your spell slots. You used it before that inflict wounds, but I'm gonna allow it for that. But Embla is still on the floor. So
I feel like this is where I belong.
and conscious. Let me go ahead and fix that for you. Conscious.
My bad. We're going to keep track of my
And
spells.
stable. All right. So.
And that's going to be my turn.
All right. Embla,
All right,
you are stable, so go ahead and pass your turn. Now, the moose is going to go ahead and attack the one who keeps healing everybody.
No, it's not.
The moose goes at Chaz with its antlers again, missing. And with its hooves, it comes up, and Chaz just deftly steps out of the way. Y'all are getting lucky as fuck with these rolls.
I mean, he one-shot Embla, so I mean,
Yeah.
All right, it's my turn. There's a moose in the woods, and I'm looking for some foods. Are you ready, Mr. Moose? Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh.
you
that moose
hit.
into
You
the
hit.
box and
You dropped the one. You got him with a
Yes.
15. Oof. Go
Go,
ahead
Mr.
and
Moose.
roll your damage.
Oh,
And
oh,
with that, the great sword falls upon the moose's head, chopping it off.
meat's back on the menu, boys.
Combat
well,
has
we were supposed to
ended.
get proof of kill, and that head will do.
Yes. So, has the tiring encounter has ended, would you all like to take a short rest?
Two of us
Yes.
are unconscious.
Yes. So, I will give you all a. Well, I didn't mean to give you all a long rest. I meant to give you all a short rest, but it'll be okay. We'll say y'all were able to relax for a little bit and actually get woken up. So just give me a second and I will fix that. All right.
For a short rest, what do we have to? How does unconscious with the short rest and the rolling for HP on that work?
You just roll your your hit dice. And with that, you all go up a level.
Woo!
So, for that,
I'm pretty sure all the little critters that were inside that hole in the wall ran off.
yeah. Yeah, they all ran off wherever the moose got up and started fighting. I believe you all have everything set. Do y'all want to continue in this burrow?
Uh,
I want to skin the moose.
Okay, roll me a dexterity check.
And also collect meat.
Roll me a dexterity check. You get a little bit of the moose pelt, and a little bit of meat. Add 1 day's worth of rations to your equipment for skinning and getting the meat.
me and Chaz are gonna go through this central chamber.
All right. So. Okay. The underground passage narrows before ending at a wall upon which is mounted an oval mirror, 7 feet tall and half as wide, encircled by a decorative stone frame.
Is there anything odd about the mirror?
It's got a stone frame.
Raven?
I'm still here. I was just reading on something.
Oh, okay.
One of y'all make me a one of y'all two make me a Arcana check. You notice that there are some runes around the end of the mirror. it would take some time studying it to actually know what they do.
Constantine is going to focus in on that, and Chaz is keep around.
All right.
I'm gonna stay with the cleric.
All right. So as Chaz moves around, he sees a stone door that is engraved with a white semicircle symbol of a half moon, with its rounded edges facing towards the right. The door is locked from the outside.
Can I go examine this dial?
Yes, you can.
I want to see if I can move the dial.
All right. Go ahead and move towards the dial.
Here we
All right. All right.
Just
So,
look at this dial and see if I can move it.
all right. Give me a strength check.
Ready? Oh god.
You push as hard as you can, but it doesn't seem to move at all.
Chaz is going to go up to the door
All right.
that he's looking at. Let's try to see if he can't open it.
Give me a strength check. He starts to push the door and it slightly opens, and then he sees a green light go around the door as the door shuts back.
Would either of us know what the phase of the moon is?
The phase of the moon at the moment is waxing.
And this is a half moon.
Yes.
What's down the other?
Okay.
Yeah. Go that way too.
Let me accept the move. Okay. So, as it's really dark, Chaz can't see much. But, Embla, you see another door.
Okay. I want to go up to that door. And see what I see. Flip move only tokens.
The stone door of this tomb is engraved with a white semicircle with the symbol of a half moon, with its rounded edge facing towards the left.
And the other was to the right.
Yes. And Chaz, as you're studying this mirror, you notice a circle fully in a full circle with all of it whited, all white on the inside.
We're not going to be able to do anything with this few days.
Okay. Hearing him say that, or I want to go down there and look at that corner.
Which corner?
Well, I put where I wanted to move. The far right corner in this little cave here.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to put you somewhere else, but you see before you a smooth door with no handles visible except on your side.
I'm gonna open it.
All right, you open it, and you are back outside.
Emily's just gonna peek her head through the door again. Oh, ignore that. Peek her head through the door and it's like, guys, I found the exit. I think.
Well, we knew where the exit was. It was the giant hole in the wall.
Yeah, but there's a door over here. And I don't think we're gonna be able to do anything here for like what you said, a few days.
At the very least, yeah. I Chaz and John just grabbed the moose head by the handlers and just ready when you guys are.
The symbols on the doors from or the two doors, were they? Or the three doors? What were they?
The two doors, they both had a half moon symbol, each of them
And the
facing
mirror had
the
a full.
opposite side, and the mirror had a full symbol. Full moon symbol.
If we come back in a couple days, we should be able to get through one of the half moons, but the other one is going
Do
to
we know
take a.
when's the next half moon or full moon?
It'll be a few days at the very least. Right now it's waning. You can see on the on the moon dial where the shadow is touching. And I believe, let me double check and see which one it was.
Well, I guess we can head back to town. And we can come scope this place back out in a few days.
Guess we make our way back to town.
All right.
Moose head in tow.
All right. As you trek back towards town, can someone make me a survival check to just see how long it takes y'all to get back to town?
All
right. It takes maybe 2 hours. Nothing really happens. It seems a lot calmer around here now that things have that the moose has been slain. You make it back to the town speaker in Lonelywood, and she thanks you profusely. Speaker Huddle, she takes and accepts the moose head, and as a reward, she gives you 100 gold. Also, let me go ahead and put that in there. Right, now have an extra bit of gold, and also go ahead and add an item to your inventory, the deck of cards that you were given.
Man, I wonder what the name of that deck is.
Yeah, I wonder.
It's a mystery. Lost Time.
Yeah.
Hey, John, you're a magic man. Can't you do some kind of magic looking into it? Also, we should probably not attack and try to kill animals that talk first.
No, the talking animals are always the first ones you attack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And through deep study and investigation into these cards, I've determined that they are cards in a fancy sack.
Have you pulled any out?
No.
Thank God.
Where are the cards at?
In a pouch in my pocket.
Kind of look at them. Can I see that? Can I see that deck of cards?
Oh God, no! You don't.
I'd rather just keep them in my pocket for right now.
All right.
Until we find somebody who knows what's going on.
Okay. You know, yeah, probably a good idea. Don't let the. Yeah. What aren't you telling me about those
Everend,
cards?
they're showing up in your. They show up in your inventory as a set of playing cards until you have identified them.
Anybody want to sit down and play a hand of Go Fish?
Not with that particular deck, no. That's,
Why not? Why not?
All right, so we're gonna end the session
I
right
feel like
here.
Embla feels like the wizard, the magic man, are just leaving her out of like some kind of deep secret, and she wants to really know wants to get those cards. While we're in town, are we still at the lady's house?
Y'all have just gotten back to town, and that's where we're gonna end the session. We'll finish up with everything next week, because we only got like 30 minutes till then, and I don't think there's really much we can do until do in 30 minutes. So we're just gonna spend this last 30 minutes just talking and discussing about the episode.